Away we go again. Courtesy of Ninja Bricks, a batch of newly leaked minifigure torsos have surfaced covering both Star Wars, Shrek, and unexpectedly, Star Trek. The Star Wars torsos include a scientist from the upcoming Imperial shuttle set, plus an Imperial Remnant Warlord torso tied to the ATST set. The Shrek leak shows us the CMF version of Puss in Boots with an ogre sign, and it could be worse in my opinion. We have Automatic Tree to thank for another piece of the puzzle. Set 113, Star Trek Bridge Diorama. This set will be based on Star Trek the original series and will include minifigures, and is reported to be coming out this summer. And I guess we're already going to make the Mega Bloks comparison of this set. Whichever way you look at it, it's a tantalising breadcrumb for Trek fans who have been waiting to see whether LEGO's Star Trek ambitions extend beyond last year's Next Generation Enterprise. Though all we can do now is quietly wait for Deep Space Nine or a Voyager set down the line. Either way, it seems that the LEGO Star Trek theme is only just getting started. And thanks to images from French retailer Cultura, we now have our first proper look at set 11506, Rockin' Plants, the follow-up to the enormously popular Happy Plants. This set will be arriving on the 1st of May with 253 pieces and will retail for $23, the same price point that made Happy Plants such an easy impulse buy. The set will introduce 2 new plant characters. Lumi is a plant with purple buds nestled in a pastel green pot, while Ellie is a coral flower spike sitting in a pastel pink pot. Both pots wear a smiling face and feature rounded bottoms. Lumi rocks backwards and forwards, and Ellie rocks side to side. It's a small detail, but it gives the set a playful, tactile quality that fits perfectly with the Botanicals brand. The pots are interchangeable with each other and with those from the Happy Plant set, which is nice to see for anyone building out to a little plant family on their shelf. Summoning some leaks from Brickmerge, we have 2 updates. The first is for set 11382, the Hubble Space Telescope. This will have 1,552 pieces, priced at $130. The set will launch the 1st of August. I think it's safe to assume that it will look similar to its previous version in set 10283, the NASA Space Shuttle Discovery, only a lot more detailed. From the same source, we also have received an update on set 21067, Tower Bridge. This version will include 3,745 pieces and will retail for $350 and is scheduled to release on the 1st of August as well. Since this is our second Tower Bridge model, comparisons are inevitable. The first noticeable difference is the piece count. The new set contains 542 pieces less than its predecessor, set 10214, so it'll be interesting to see how the new design compares to the older one. According to Bricky News, Marvel fans with a soft spot for the Incredible Hulk should keep an eye out for next month's LEGO Marvel Avengers magazine, as the upcoming issue includes both the Red Hulk and Green Hulk minifigures, bundled together with a collectible tin. LEGO Star Wars fans have a Jango Fett minifigure and collectible tin to hunt down, and a Commando droid. Following on from that, the LEGO Spider-Man magazine will have an Anti-Venom minifigure in its next issue, and from Top EV Trainer we get a look at next month's LEGO Ninjago magazine, and that minifigure will be the Rock Monster. On a premature appearance on Amazon Singapore, the LEGO Group has now officially revealed its LEGO Star Wars Brick-Built Bus. These 2 sets will be launching on the 26th of April 2026. Set 75438 Yoda Bust draws on the character's Attack of the Clones appearance, rendered with 399 pieces in the familiar sand green and olive tones. The unsettlingly expressive eyes, tan and brown robes and green lightsaber are all accounted for, along with a black display stand, printed nameplate and a bonus Yoda minifigure, retailing for $40. Set 75439 Darth Vader, the bust tackles one of the most iconic helmets in cinema history, with 349 pieces capturing the dome, triangular breathing mask and hollow eye lenses. The upper body is included but armless, which keeps the focus squarely on the helmet. A Darth Vader minifigure and printed nameplate round it all out, retailing at $50. On a much smaller scale, we have set 30728, the Razor Crest, a 74-piece micro-scale polybag, retailing for $5. This will be due out on the 1st of May, perfectly timed for a Star Wars Day gift with purchase, ahead of the May the 4th celebrations. We've got our first look at the exclusive minifigure for the upcoming Secrets of the Avengers book, due to hit shelves on the 23rd of June for $20. The figure in question is King T'Chaka. The exclusive minifig is boasting a brand new torso, featuring a distinctive purple wrap, rich gold detailing, and a remarkably intricate mask face print. The only real downside is the lack of leg printing, though I think these are a suitable stand-in. It also seems that no other Black Panther has had leg printing. at least according to what I can find on Brickset. Honestly, it's a refreshing choice, steering clear of an Iron Man or Spider-Man variant that have become something of a cliche in these LEGO Marvel releases. The more significant announcement, however, is a Somerset 76354 Shield Helicarrier, clocking in at 3,057 pieces with a retail price of $400. This is unmistakably the biggest LEGO Marvel set of 2026 so far. And while the build itself may divide opinion, the minifig lineup is generating considerable buzz. The 6 figures are included, boasting a remarkable array of new prints between them, a feat virtually unheard of in the LEGO Marvel line. Starting off with Captain America, this version of Steve Rogers is in his stealth suit from the opening of the Winter Soldier. We've got new arm printing, a blue shield with a silver finish, and a swappable hairpiece to round out what could possibly be the best Captain America minifigure to date. We've got Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, who has received an equally impressive upgrade after that poorly received version from last year. LEGO appears to have course corrected significantly, the arm printing has been restored, and the face print features a asymmetric eyeshadow effect with an alternate masked expression to complete the package. The remaining 4 figures draw inspiration from the Avengers movie from 2012. Hawkeye receives his most screen accurate treatment yet, featuring a new face print, dual molded sleeves, and a striking mind controlled alternate expression. Nick Fury and Agent Coulson also make an appearance, the latter only ever appeared in a single previous set. And Maria Hill rounds out the lineup. We last saw her minifigure in a set tied to Far From Home. The centerpiece build, however, is where the enthusiasm begins to wane somewhat. Longtime fans will remember set 76042, the Shield Helicarrier from 2015, a set that has become something of a holy grail for Marvel collectors. That original build was a microscale masterpiece, elevated on a tall, imposing stand, packed with minifigures, microfigures, and intricate micro builds. The 2026 version takes a noticeably different design philosophy. With only 61 more pieces than its predecessor, which retailed for $50 less, the value proposition is questionable. The set features a retractable runway, a low-key holding cell with a drop mechanism, optional flame elements showing the helicarrier attack sequence from the Avengers, and a miniature Quinjet and a collection of small vehicles along the runway. The sticker count has also drawn some criticism, particularly for a premium adult-orientated set at this price point. The micro-scale characters are freestyle builds, replacing the more characterful statuette figures from the 2015 edition. Again, it is also a bit of a downgrade. With the absence of any new Marvel modular sets, which offered arguably greater display appeal, makes me question the value of this set. Now, cast your mind back to October 2025 when the LEGO Group and lifestyle accessories brand Paladone announced a partnership to create LEGO-inspired gifts and fan merchandise.
Where the real money from the movie is made.
The first wave of products now appears to be imminent, with Paladone's latest dealer catalogue revealing 10 items heading to the market. The lineup includes LEGO brick lights, an LED torch with a castle-style holder, a blue classic space figure with a glowing crystal, a minifigure alarm clock, 2 LED reading lamps shaped like LEGO flowers, and a money box styled as a LEGO treasure chest. Pricing hasn't been confirmed publicly, that detail appears to be locked behind dealer access, but from a design standpoint, the torch and the classic space figure in particular look like they could easily find their way into a few shopping baskets once they're available. Elsewhere in the LEGO world, we talked about LEGOLAND Germany kicking off its new season on the 28th of March with the opening weekend, bringing not only park innovations, but launching Germany's largest LEGO store. To mark the occasion, visitors spending €150 in the newly expanded shop will receive an exclusive LEGO set, while a LEGO Opening Shop 2026 collector's brick will be available to all shoppers with no minimum spend required. According to the park's official Instagram, both the set and the brick will be available on the 28th and 29th of March only, subject to availability. So by the time you watch this video, it's highly likely they'll be all over eBay. And the LEGO Group's 2025 annual results have made for impressive reading, with strong growth across revenue, profit, and consumer sales driven by what the company described as its largest ever product portfolio, with 868 sets in total. Within that, 5 themes were singled out as standout performers: LEGO City, LEGO Technic, LEGO Star Wars, LEGO Icons, and LEGO Botanicals. LEGO City leaned hard into Formula 1 in 2025, bringing officially licensed F1 content to builders as young as 4. It also marked the theme's 20th anniversary with the release of set 60473, the City Tower, a 1,941-piece direct-to-consumer set retailing for $210 that brought together police, fire, city life, and vehicles all under one roof. LEGO Technic also capitalised on the F1 partnership with models based on the Oracle Red Bull Racing and the Ferrari SF24. The theme itself has continued to grow with some impressive sets over the last few years. and LEGO Star Wars needs little introduction after 25 plus years of dominance. But 2025 gave the theme its most audacious release yet, set 75419, the Death Star. Launched last October, the UCS model became the first LEGO set to break the $1,000 barrier, packing 9,023 pieces in a half-sphere cross-section format that divided opinion but clearly flew off the shelves. LEGO Icons continued to expand its adult-orientated catalogue with the Tudor Corner, modular building, and the groundbreaking set 10356, Star Trek USS Enterprise NCC 1701D, both of which generated significant buzz. The latter is a 9 minifigure recreation of the Galaxy-class starship from the next generation, and marked LEGO's first ever Star Trek set, which was released as a Black Friday highlight last November. And LEGO Botanicals graduated from a sub-theme of Icons to its own dedicated brand in 2025, and the results speak for themselves. The pretty pink flower bouquet proved a hit for gifting occasions, but the real breakout was set 10349, Happy Plants, a 270-piece set that defied the usual adult LEGO formula and became one of the most talked about releases of the year. Its sequel, Rockin' Plants, arrives on the 1st of May 2026. And with that all said, we've got to the end of the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a most wonderful day. Bye!